Thank you very much for coming. I'm Russell Johnson, and I'm the president and CEO of the North Penn Community Health Foundation. And on behalf of my partners who are seated here to my left, my board of directors, some of whom are in the audience, and the leadership of Lansdale, I welcome you to this morning's press conference. And off script, I ordered this breeze. Well, hopefully it'll keep on going, but it is a prop challenge. So if anybody gets assaulted with the props, just let me know. We'll see afterwards. Since 2011, the North Penn Community Health Foundation has been working with the leadership, staff, and boards of Advanced Living, Men on Main Street, North Penn YMCA, and the Peak Center to develop the North Penn Commons, a facility that will be erected on this site over the next 2 years. To date, the foundation has invested nearly $750,000 to support the planning and refinement of our vision to develop this unique partnership. But what's different about a foundation helping deserving agencies to build or renovate a new building? I'd like to submit to you it's our approach. Instead of contributing to the costs of bricks and mortar, we have used our knowledge and our resources to spark a dialogue about the potential value of collaboration and partnering. We have relentlessly presented two goals, and these partners can tell you how relentless we have been. This enterprise must make business sense for each partner. And each partner has to become laser focused on what they do best. We have also contracted with many experts to facilitate critical thinking and to offer their wise counsel. The result of our efforts is a cohesive, compelling, and novel plan that enhances the long-term viability of each partner to better serve the interests and needs of community residents. North Penn Commons will be a shared public place for the common good of all who live, learn, work, play, and volunteer in the North Penn community. North Penn Commons will be a community anchor here at the eastern gateway to Lansdale, where these high-quality organizations are coming together to form a common bond that will provide important, life-enhancing programs and services for every generation, regardless of age, race, need, or faith. Last Thursday morning, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency's board awarded low-income housing tax credits to two Montgomery County projects. $1.1 million in support of North Penn Commons to facilitate the building of 60 units of affordable senior housing, along with a first floor for offices of Manna on Main Street and the Peak Center. And a second tax credit project of $1.5 million was also awarded for a senior housing project in another part of the county that will add another 62 units of affordable housing. These two awards continue over a 10-year period, and for the North Penn Commons Project, we're going to realize $11.6 million towards our construction of this new facility. The tax credit program is made possible through a federal program supported by many of the people in our community, including Representative Allison Schwartz, who was unable to be here this morning because of another commitment. And through the tireless advocacy and support of Montgomery County projects by State Senator Bob Mensch, State Representative Bob Gottschall, and our fabulous Montgomery County Commissioners, led by Commissioner Josh Shapiro. Right here. How these tax credits actually work is a much more complicated story, but a more detailed explanation of how they work is available in the press kits. Low-income housing tax credits represent the core funding necessary to begin construction of the North Penn Commons later this fall. We hope you will come back and help us celebrate our groundbreaking ceremony later on this year. Before introducing our speakers, I want to acknowledge our consultants who have worked tirelessly and with a great deal of creativity. These consultants include Dr. Seatbelts on, Urban Partners, Regional Housing Legal Services, and especially Mark and Laura Schwartz, who, if you don't know, they're not related. Lonnie Weiss Consulting, the Kersey Group, the Winter Group, Diamond Associates, Kramer Marx Architects, Impact Pennsylvania Strategies LLC, and of course our fundraising consultants Schultz and Williams. Our consolidated capital campaign, which we've aptly named One for All, 4FOUR, is now underway with a campaign goal of $5 million. The YMCA has secured additional funds from Univest Bank, which also will be administering the donor fund for our capital campaign. And lastly, we need to acknowledge and thank our Montgomery County partners who are contributing and have committed $1.3 million to the North Penn Commons Project. Now I'd like to introduce the critically important and dedicated public official who is a firm believer in this project and a supporter in helping North Penn Commons to become a reality. Chairman Josh Shapiro, representing his colleagues,